Right, so then B, we want to write pseudocode for an algorithm to perform a double entry verification check using the following criteria. So we want to input 10 numbers and store them in the array numbers. Then we input the same 10 numbers again, right as each number is input. We want to compare it with its corresponding number in the array numbers. Right, if the numbers match, then move on to the next number. If the numbers don't match, then display both numbers and ask for the number to be re-entered. Right, then we want to store and store the re-entered number in the corresponding array location and move on to the next number. Alright, so I guess what we show them both numbers, or ask them to re-enter, and then we just kind of accept their third entry regardless of what that is. Right, then when all the numbers have been checked, display a message to say the check has been complete. Right, you do not need to declare any arrays or variables for this algorithm. Okay, so I think I'm just going to open this in the app and yeah, let's try and code it there. Okay, so there's not too much here, I think just one array. However, if you do want this starter code, of course, go here, go exam questions, and then yeah, you can just get this declaration already. Alright, and I've gone ahead and also just copied the question. Now, I think what I might do is, rather than looping to 10, because that's going to take quite a long time to test, then I'm just going to make that array size 3. Just so of course it's easier to test, right? We're only having to enter 6 entries, rather than having to enter 20, since it's of course a double entry. Right, so first thing what we want to do, we want to input 10 numbers and store them in the array. So, so in the question it says we don't have to declare. Actually for loops we also don't have to declare either, really. So let's just go next then, and let's just start that at 1, and let's go to 3. Now, of course, obviously in the exam you'd want to go to 10, but yeah, since I've just, made it sort of shorter to test. Alright, and then I think what we can do, let's have a message, let's say, please enter, number, and let's go n. So obviously, please enter number 1, please enter number 2. Right, then we just want to input that, and we're going to input into numbers right at the index n. That should be fine. So what they're doing is we're not kind of inputting number 1, then input number 1 again. Right, we're actually inputting number 1, number 2, number 3. Then once we've input all of those numbers, right, then we go back and then we have another loop. Alright, so I think here we just need to end that loop. Right, then basically we're just going to sort of copy the same thing. So I'm just going to copy that. Right, and what we then want to do, so here of course we can't actually input into the array, because otherwise that's going to overwrite our existing value, and then we won't be able to compare the value they've just entered, of course, right, with the value in the array. So what I'm going to do, let's declare, and I guess let's go temp. Right, that's going to be an integer. Right here, let's just input into temp, and basically we want to check that if temp is equal, right, to the current number. So let's go that, and I guess actually, since we're of course asking them to re-enter if they do it incorrectly, well, let's check if it's not equal. So let's get if temp is not equal to numbers index n. Right, then I think it says we want to output both numbers. So display both numbers and ask for the number to be re-entered. Right, so let's do that. Let's say error. Alright, so let's say maybe you entered, I don't know, 5 first, but entered 6 the next time or something. Let's say that. Okay, right, let's say the first time you entered, and let's go right numbers n. Alright, let's say while the while the second time. Alright, the second time you entered, and right, that's going to be temp. Let's say please enter. Let's say please enter another number. Let's say please enter again, right, to confirm or something. That should be fine. Right, then let's input, and to be honest, it's kind of a terrible error message, but yeah, it doesn't really matter what you say. Then here I think we can then just input directly into numbers n. Alright, since whatever they enter on this third time, that's going to be accepted, right? So store the re-entered number in the corresponding array location. Right, then when all the numbers have been checked, display a message to say the check's been complete. Alright, so that's going to be outside of the loop. And let's go, double entry check complete. That should be fine, I think. Right, so let's get enter number 1, let's go 5, right, let's go 6, and let's go 7. Right, so this time let's say 4. Of course, this is going to be wrong. Yeah, so the first time you entered 5, right, the second time you entered 4, please enter again. Right, I know, let's go like 9, for example. Right, and then I think, 6, and then 7. Yeah, okay, right, then double entry check complete. Right, of course, the first time it asked us to enter again. And yeah, the second and third time, well, since we entered the same, alright, therefore it didn't ask us to re-enter.